Hi everyone, it's Linnea for LDRS Creative, and I'm here to show off the latest exclusive card kit for HSN. This one is the Fairytale Garden Card Kit, and it will make at least 15 cards. Let's go ahead and take a peek at this kit. To start off with, there are 15 A2 patterned background toppers, and these patterns are just gorgeous. There are 3 each of 5 different patterns, so you're going to get a nice selection and a nice variety of colors and patterns too. They're really pretty and they're going to go perfectly with the remainder of the kit elements. Next up, there are 15 sheets of A2 distressed background toppers, and again, 3 each of 5 designs. These are gorgeous colors and they will complement the patterned background toppers, so you can layer these together easily and they're not going to clash. There's a nice brown, a cream, a blue, or yellow background, and then a green one as well. Next, there are die cut frames. Again, 15 of them, 3 each of 5 designs, and you're going to see that on each of the frames there is a different little fairy tale scene. So this one here has a little house with a teacup and a mason jar outside. Each of these are on a different shape and they feature a different fairy tale house. So you're going to be able to use these to really create beautiful cards with these gorgeous die cut frames. And again, each one of them are different and unique, so you're going to be able to make different cards and send them out, and you're not going to have to worry about duplicating designs. Next, there are 2 sheets of A2 rub-on transfers, and these are going to be able to be rubbed right on to either your backgrounds or your die cut frames to help you set the scene. There's extra little teapots, flowers, and then these adorable fairies that you can add all around those fairy tale houses, so they're kind of flitting and fluttering here and there and everywhere across your scenes. Next, there are some die cut sentiments, and these sentiments are on this little label shaped die, and they have a gorgeous border going around each of them. Again, there are 15 die cut sentiments. You're going to get 3 each of 5 sentiments. The sentiments are perfectly all occasion, so they're going to go for any event. They're going to fit with every one of these scenes, and they're just perfect for saying a little hello or sending a little happy or just wanting to say hi to a friend. This card kit will make at least 15 cards, so we have included 15 white card bases as well as 15 white envelopes, and these cards will fit perfectly inside these envelopes, so you'll be able to just pop them right in the mail as soon as you're done creating. Here's just a quick recap of everything that comes in the kit. You're going to get your 15 card bases and envelopes, 15 pattern background toppers, as well as 15 distressed background toppers. Then you'll also get those die cut frames, and those are what have your scenes on them. There are 2 sheets of rub-on transfers and then 15 sentiment frames as well. Let's go ahead and take a look at the 15 cards that I created with this kit. Now I went and reached into my stash on some of these and added some papers here and there, some elements to add some glitter and shine, as well as some little enamel dots. I even used some LDRS Creative rub-on transfers for sentiments on some of these cards, which makes this kit stretch even further. Don't forget that you don't have to use these A2 backgrounds as full panels. Here you can see I cut some of the pieces down and mixed them together so that I could mix together the distressed toppers as well as the pattern toppers. Here I used some white cardstock along with one of those pattern toppers just to stretch that a little bit more. I brought in some gold foil cardstock on this one. I thought that it went beautiful with all of those browns. Here's one where I used the rub-on transfers from LDRS Creative instead of the die cut sentiment that came in the kit, so you can stretch that even further. I had some leftover strips of pattern paper from making all my other cards, and so I just put them together on this one and created a custom background. Don't forget to use up all those little bits and pieces that are left over. You can also take those rub-on transfers, rub them onto white cardstock, and cut them out to create additional ephemera pieces. Here I used some twine from my stash and just added that along with some of those die cut frames and background papers. As you're creating with this kit, I really encourage you to look into your stash and see what can be used along with this kit. You might have some ribbon or twine or other background papers that would look gorgeous with these fairy tale garden scenes. As you can see on all of these cards, I used some glossy accents just to add some shine to the windows or doors or maybe the glass pots that were holding the flowers. You can step outside of the box and cut down these panels too, like I did on these last few cards, instead of keeping them in their die cut frame shape. The sky truly is the limit with this kit, and I hope that you look at these elements and look at them in a different light to see how you can change them to kind of fit them into your style. Here's one where I created a shaker card, and I used those background panels to create a frame and then also as a background for my shaker elements. The next one is one of my favorites, and that's where I took a whole bunch of my leftover rub-on transfers and put them onto white cardstock and cut them out so that I could have a little mini collection of ephemera pieces. I added them to the front of my card using some of the dies from my stash and the pattern paper to stack them up and create a nice focal point. Don't forget that you can decorate your envelopes too. So here I used the rub-on transfers and some of my leftover pattern papers along with some sentiments here and there and just decorated my envelopes. I kept everything flat and just used liquid adhesive so that they'll still go through the mail okay. That's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll see you again really soon. Bye!